And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year. And when we win, we're going to be Supervisors of the Year. And when we win, we're going to be Supervisors of the Year. And when we win, we're going to be Supervisors of the Year.
Good day. I'm Bob McKenzie. This is my brother Doug. How's it going, eh? Welcome to the stream, eh? Good day, eh? Streams are great for keeping the beer cold, eh? No, like those folks that play video games on the internet, eh? Not water, you hoser. The inner what? Take off, like on the computer, hosehead. Oh yeah, I love the interweb. My favorite streamer is Shakal Star. He is live from Canada, eh? Yeah, his stream is a beauty, eh? Hey, like, pass the back bacon, eh? He's starting.
Good day, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Let's review what happened during the starting soon. Limited Disaster, thank you for the host. Beard Aussie, thank you for the host. Hungry Howie, thank you for the host. Justified Gesture, thank you for the host. Absolute 96, thank you for that host. Gentlest Voice, thank you for that host. Thank you for mentioning the stream and a tweet there. Buzz Twin blog. Napster, thank you for that host. Patrick, thank you for that host. I hope you all are having a good day. Welcome. Today is developer supplied code Convoy, a roguelike tactical. I don't have any idea what it's like yet, other than it looks like you shoot stuff Can you drive around the desert? I don't know. We'll see. See what it's about. Could be over a bit. Alright. Looks like I have to do the tutorial. Let's check it out. Welcome everybody, by the way. If you like this game, there is a link up there. If you choose to buy it through a partner, whether it be me or another partner, they get a small commission. Yeah, if there's ever a game you want, I'm sure they would be happy to put it up there for you. Welcome to Convoy. Your mission is to find and collect parts to repair your spaceship. Right? Gotta hold the A. A. These parts are scattered around the world. You'll have to explore to find them. Why do I have a spaceship? You also collect bolts and loot to upgrade your units. This is very important. There are lots of enemies trying to get a piece of cargo. I was kind of figuring this would be like Mad Max, but there's a spaceship involved. You'll start by learning the basics of combat. This is your main, or MCV, main convoy vehicle. Your convoy survival is of the greatest importance. Your MCV must survive. This is your escort unit. It will only keep is the only thing keeping your MCV safe. Each vehicle has a certain amount of health and armor. Your MCV has a lot more health than escort units, but it's not invincible. Your MCV cannot be controlled directly. It needs to be protected by smaller escort units. Select the escort unit. Use the displayed buttons to select a unit.
Dusty and dirty.
Oh, okay.
Roger.
Wants me to move over here, eh?
Moving out.
It appears you're being chased. We should fight back before it takes our cargo. We should kill this predator before it does too much damage. Select your unit, target the enemy, and use the displayed buttons to target. Close the tactical view by pressing the displayed button.
Dusty and dirty. Roger. Definitely.
Guys go pretty slow. Great shot. Fire as long as it is in range. Armor protects the unit's health by reducing an equal percentage of incoming damage. The unit will receive 10 and has 40% armor. You'll take 6 damage. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Hungry Howie with the poutine! Some specialized weapons also damage armor. Notice how the privateer's plasma gun damages both your armor and health. These weapons are rare and will provide significant tactical advantage. I think this is going to be a game that you're going to like, Howie.
Hey. Definitely.
The units can also ram enemies. Ramming enemies, both you and your target, however, it can go very useful to push an enemy into a nasty position. Black Falcon with the star hype and the poutines. The moose. Looks like something you used to play. This actually didn't come out too long ago. It's kind of been in my queue for a bit though, because I was trying to get some of the games that got approved earlier in, and then sometimes they're not up in the store and stuff like that right away, and So this is developer supplied code. So the game is free. I'm not being paid to. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's from one of those websites that you can sign up to, and you know, if you have enough people, then they approve you for different games. My sound's all right, you guys. I didn't have a sound thing in my ear. In your ear. Did I put my mix play bar on? It's on. Hey, Ginger with the moose, by the way. Don't know if I acknowledged you right away there, but I'm acknowledging you now. Much appreciated that you're here. Everybody else listening, I know a lot of people like to lurk because it's considered pretty relaxing. No? Hopefully that's a compliment. No? Your units can also ram enemies. Oh, we already read that. We don't want to hear that again. Ramming is an extreme maneuver, as it damages both parties. It is never strictly required. And most people may not even want to scratch their own unit's paint. Whether you ram your enemies or not is up to you. Just know that you can do it. See, we can ram if we want to. Or you can leave your friends behind if you don't ram. Notice how units have a rank next to the health bar. Looks like a green line, 2 green lines, or 3 green lines. A unit can only push an enemy of equal rank or lower. Ram an enemy, move next to it, double tap displayed button when targeting the enemy. Gotta ram them.
Yes?
Looks like we're shooting an enemy there. Your MCV has an ability. Abilities need to be targeted manually. Use your EMP to stun the enemy and finish them off. Use the D-pad. Gotta go up on the D-pad. There's an arrow point on the left to it. Hello, everybody! Oh, you said everyone. Hello, everybody. Okay. Target the enemy and stun it. There we go. Shoot him some more, dude. And ram him constantly. He's done like dinner. Got her done. That was my day. I was working pretty steady the whole time and getting things done, I guess. Good. Working on this project and it have these other guys connecting to my computer and stuff like that, and pretty interesting. But got to 110 last night. Nice. That's pretty awesome. And Howie, did Howie crack that 100? I got to 99. That was the number I saw. You know more about that stuff? Oh! About connecting to computers, or about getting to Howie getting to 100? Well done. The privateer has been destroyed. For the next part of this exercise,
We're gonna be supervisors of the year.
You've received a new unit. Some parts and some items connecting to computers. Oh, okay. They've made it a lot easier over the years, I tell ya. Back in the day, I remember supporting computers and you had to do it by memory and kind of looking at your own screen and talking on the phone. Now you can hook up with Discord if you want to. You can hook up with To equip and items, you have to go to a camp. You can hook up to. There's all sorts of sharing applications, and you know the one positive thing, if you're going to pull out a positive thing about this pandemic, is, you know, it's probably really advanced remote technology, like remote communication technology. Yeah, I've seen a lot of changes. I've installed servers made on Windows NT, used Windows 3.1 and Windows 95. I remember when that was a big deal, you know, and they had Weezer on as a video you could play on the disc. That was quite the big changes. That thing was nasty to work with though compared to Windows 10. A lot of people complain about Windows 10, but I mean, you know, they probably aren't that familiar with Windows 95. 98 wasn't bad. ME was kind of bad. You know, of course, you know, the naming convention of Microsoft there. Pretty interesting. They went from Windows 3.1 to Windows 95 to Windows 98 to Windows ME to Windows 7, I guess. 10. And multiple versions of 10. Same with the Xbox. You got the Xbox, followed by the Xbox 360, followed by the Xbox, followed by the Xbox Series X. You remember 95? I remember speaking. I worked in a high school, you know, like a education environment, a high school environment. And I remember speaking to a class of 300 people, talking about that we wanted to upgrade to, I think it was Windows 95 or 98, one of the two. And but you know, there's a problem with kids.
We're going to be supervisors of the year.
Regularly, you know, trying to show off their hacking skills, you know, before I got there. And so we were saying, you know, we're always dedicating our time towards, you know, trying to fix this stuff, and you know, we don't want to upgrade. You remember your first computer in '96? Yeah, I'm a bit older, but
we win. We're going to be supervisors of the year.
I remember when I was young playing on a TRS-80. The Agent XX, thank you for that host. You know, you're programming on this thing you couldn't save. And then I had, like, my first computer was a Commodore 64 that we bought in West Edmonton Mall. A great uncle of mine bought it for me. Couldn't save. Yeah, we didn't have a tape drive or whatever the heck. I think it was tape drive that thing used. It wasn't floppy drives yet. Yeah, looked like a normal cassette player. My oldest brother, maybe it was my middle brother, I don't know. Actually bought, or not bought. They were trying to see if, you know, a regular cassette drive would work, but it didn't. No, not a cassette drive, but I mean an actual cassette player. You know, not a cool cassette player, just like a dumb square one that, you know, and then they'd get me to program it. I remember it was probably on the Commodore 64 I did this, but I remember trying to program the Mad Magazine program. Mad Magazine had a computer program that you could type out. Is all in, like, I don't think it was binary. I think it was hex or something like that. You know, and I think all it did was do Alfred E. Newman's face, but there's so many little numbers, there's no way to get it right, and it might have actually been a prank. I remember trying to program that in. They had old ROM. Well, they might have had old ROM drives. You know, I don't know. The Windows 95, though, I don't think the dates corresponded exactly with when things were out, though. So, But yeah, it's kind of neat. Look, we got some vital information here, such as resources, little screws for bolts, little gas cans for fuel, little squares for quest items. You like roguelike games, by the way? I'm not trying to change the subject on you. I can jump back and forth. I guess we gotta go to nearest camp. Where your loot is stored. Okay. Now you can enter the camp. X. Yeah, anybody, I don't know, what's your first computer that you ever played around with? I remember in school they had the Super Pets. Well, I think it was later because think about these old worm games. Did you ever play that nuclear war game that's like Worms? It was kind of more basic, but it was like, you blow up half the screen. I remember that one. Too legit to quit. Thank you for that, host. I was just wondering, for anybody, what was their first computer they remember? In the camp, you can buy items. You can also upgrade, select a vehicle. Here you can move the vehicle stats and weapons. View the stats, upgrade, increase the stat, and confirm the upgrade. Right? Really giving her on that stat. Health. Nuclear war? Like the bombs that they... Mushroom cloudy kind of bombs. That's the game I was asking if you ever played that one. I mean, there were some classics back in the day. I mean... Before that game, I don't know. I'll have to watch the VOD after, and then you can answer. Increase the stat and confirm the upgrade.
When we win,
Let's track now.
we're going to be supervisors.
Your hut, thank you for that, host. Yes, I will. Did you ever watch that hockey fight highlight, by the way? Can't remember if you said you did or not. Good. You guys don't want to watch it. In my YouTube. Oh, Yora's playing Mass Effect 2. Yora's got good taste. That was a great game. Did you know I went to school with one of the lead writers of BioWare University? Got to play Robotech with him once or twice. Got to play... there's some other role-playing games, I think, too. Robotech was the one I remember most. Play some video games like WWF, Rumble, and Street Fighter.
We're going to be supervisors of the year.
He was the one that wrote the Joker character in the first one. He wrote Aiden, I think. Bullfrog in company. Thank you for that, host. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Robotech? Yeah, I played Robotech back in the day on the computer too. Yeah, he did a lot of writing. Did a lot of Dragon Age too. Well, Dragon Age 1 and 2. So he was involved in a lot as far as back as Baldur's Gate and KOTOR as well. But I ran into him actually last time I went to PAX. It was down there. I think they were promoting Dragon Age Inquisition. He wrote the Sarah character in that one, I know. That's why you want to learn. You have a video game you want to make that you'll think will kick the buttocks. Hey America, how are you today? Yeah, you changed your logo. You know, you want to make a video game. You go to Fiverr.
Typical Canadian hard ass.
Not only.
Stories.
That's no big deal. I just automatically convert everything. If you go to Fiverr, you can get graphics and stuff for your stream. You can do like my, different things. Some of my graphics are from there. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Fiverr with 2 R's. But I noticed that some of the categories is you can actually hire people to make a video game for you. I mean, it's not cheap, but you can. I just thought that was hilarious.
We're gonna be supervisors of the year.
So, kind of interesting kind of way. How are you liking Mass Effect, Yora? Have you played it through before? Using your, what you're playing as a talking point here today, because it's kind of interesting. I love that game, it's great. People are so mad at the end of Mass Effect 3, though, because, they're... I don't know, kind of weird. I don't know, I was happy with it. I don't want to spoil it in case Yora hasn't played through it. They've actually changed it since that big debacle. There was people were unsatisfied with the ending at the time, and then they went and they complained, like massively complained, and they actually made an alternate. So it's kind of interesting that their outcries on the internet had that much influence. I have to say that I just
Look, guy, we have
felt
to
the
stay
original
strong.
ending
If you don't stand with your fellow Canadians,
left
then
more
you
to
are
the
a rat.
imagination.
Don't call me a rat, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your
Excuse me.
friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
I guess people don't like
He's not
that.
your buddy, friend.
gonna
I'm
drink
not your
some water
friend,
here, I
guy.
think.
Let's give it up, guy. Don't call me your guy. I am not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy.
Tried to do that though at the end. Yeah, there's petitions. Excuse me. You guys enjoyed me drinking my big bottle of water. Alright, what was going on in this game? To select an item from my cargo bay? Oh. There we go, we're adding that over there. Yeah, I kind of think that, I mean, there is some lame items and things sometimes, but I think that, that's their vision. But then in video games, I guess, the kind of the logic to people complaining about it is a lot of game companies do kind of invest more in the beginnings of a game because that's where the majority of the people be. Then, less in the ends. But the thing is that with streams and YouTubes and stuff like that, I mean, you can just watch the ending. Didn't feel like playing it through because game came too hard or long kind of thing. Now return to the camp. I upgrade this one too. There's B. Tutorials, darn it. But, no. Now let's take a look at the shop. You know, this actually kind of reminds me of old school auto duel. I don't know if anybody in the world knows even what I'm talking about. Shouldn't be allowed to complain about something to get it changed. Yeah. I mean, there's some times where it's good because you know, for example, when my plane ticket was not refunded, I did go to Twitter. It didn't gain any traction, but I mean, I was able to actually bring it up past their outsourced agent. You know, like maybe he worked for the company directly, I don't know, but still, it's pretty low down the chain of command. Maybe somebody might notice it if you bring it up to the company. But I think that, you know, that for an artistic product, I don't know if it's, you know, I suppose if you don't like my stuff, you can tweet me and tell me what you think, but you know, I mean, ultimately, there's places where it doesn't work. Not that I'm being artistic, but I mean, you know, people express opinions about everything. Kind of pooped on. Games or movies, yeah. Yeah, like, that was pretty toxic what they did to Ryan Johnson for Star Wars 8. You know, that dude was getting crapped on. That actress was getting crapped on. She quit the internet, or she didn't quit the internet. She quit social media. You know, and then what that does is that reinforces them not making creative choices, you know, and keeping it safe. Studios keeping it safe because they don't want to get all that backlash kind of deal and start losing money. Ultimately, Solo probably would have done better if Star Wars 8 didn't crapped on so hard. I returned to the camp. Did I actually buy it? And, you know, that lowers the quality of the product because, you know, it was kind of good. You know, while not, you know, I didn't mind Star Wars 8. You know, I don't know if I'd say it's the best Star Wars movie, but I appreciated that they're trying something different. And the thing is that by them being allowed to experiment a bit, that could lead to a masterpiece down the line. No, it's the second last one. The last one, they kind of went a little safer again. But, yeah, it's gotten harder with all the social media. This concludes the tutorial. Now ready to play the game. Well, hopefully I remember some of that. If not, I'll die a lot. But, you know, I mean, I can't really blame Disney for not wanting to, you know, risk millions and millions of dollars to make a movie, have it flop. You know, they probably don't want to do that. All right, here we go. Figured out how to move up and down the menus. I can look at my stats. Okay, I got 1 kill. Kilometers traveled 23, so that's good. And it knows how to talk in kilometers. Achievements. Oh, keep out by going to the pretty cool music. I like it. Alright. Do the tutorial. Let's do the new game now. Social media can be pretty toxic. Guess this is our cars. continue. You know, like, even with this COVID thing, look how much conspiracy crap is starting to float around. Was that video of the two doctors or whatever, and then you look them up and they're, you know, they've got everything to
We're gonna
gain.
be supervisors of the year.
November Falls, thank you for that host. By, you know, putting people's lives at risk, you know, by minimizing it. You know, they're on Fox, they own 8 clinics, that kind of thing. And then people are saying it's the government's, you know, trying to make the monies, but I mean, it's ridiculous because, or, you know, or not make the monies, but trying to cover up some conspiracy stuff. I don't know, kind of ridiculous. Me, I mean, what sounds more legitimate? You know, all the doctors in the world conspiring, you know, or you know, that kind of stuff. You know, they don't want to shut those economies down, these different cities, the different governments. I mean, they just want to have it for enough time to be able to during an unexpected, you know, to make it so that everybody doesn't overwhelm the hospital. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times what conspiracy sites and people do, though, is they take that one thread of truth and they kind of twist things around a bit. So, I mean, with anything, you got to really take it with a grain of salt. You know, really do your own research and not just go off the headlines, right? I mean, you know, the people that are the experts should be listened to. I mean, they're, you know, they're the virologists, and those 2 doctors that one talking about, those guys aren't even virologists or what. You definitely think there's some alien cover-ups. There could very well be, but you know, I don't think we should risk our old people for it until the actual health experts figure it's safe, you know. Our old people are vulnerable, of course. After enduring an unexpected solar flare, your spaceship was forced to make an emergency landing on the planet Omek Prime. Due to critical damage, the captain has ordered you to traverse the planet in search of replacement parts. Obtaining these will allow the spaceship. Oh, okay, so that's why we're dealing with spaceships. I think that, you know, if they do it properly, it, you know, would be probably okay, but people don't listen worth a poop. Hopefully it's over by August. Which concert are you going to? Like, there's a lot of guidelines and stuff like that. It's just people don't listen. It's the issue. Look at even right now. You got all these people. There's a huge protest in Edmonton. And
Justin Bieber, we didn't
Green
even
Day,
know about it.
Weezer,
I
and
didn't know
Fall-
about
that'd be a
it. There
good
he is,
concert.
great haircut, Canadian boy from Stratford.
But there's a huge protest in Edmonton, and the thing is that the people protesting, I understand they want to get back to work and all that, but you know, they could protest, you know, in a way that they're not gonna bring it home to grandma or bring it to the grocery stores too. You know, like what happens if one of those people beside them are, you know, are unknowingly carrying it, you know. The closed captioning is very interpretive properly. You know, you still keep your distance and protest, you know, like just do it over a bigger area, that kind of thing, you know, and don't be close to anybody, right? I don't know. I figure. All right, so he wants this chip, flux capacitor. Hey, a flux capacitor, man. Cool. Oh, Kaibo's had enough of us. I don't know. Sad to see you go, Kaibo. Hope I'm saying your name right. I don't even recognize your name, really. So it's been a while since I chatted with you. Hyperdrive stabilizers, multi-cellulose infused ethanol. By the way, anybody new and stuff like that, I am a variety streamer. So, you know, I stream different games every day. And on Wednesdays here, I do a code applied by a developer. So it could be literally any game. And sometimes they're completely different genres of every time. So always good to check in, see what it's about. But yeah, look at if Yora's still watching. As to that Mass Effect, you know, I don't know if you realized it, Yora. But good game. I actually have a Dragon Age 2 signed limited lithograph or whatever they're called as well. So I'm really into the BioWare. I love their game. And I even like that new Mass Effect, which a lot of people didn't like. It's like signed by a bunch of people. You whined about the new Mass Effect? I don't know, I liked it. I didn't find the animations to be that bad. That was kind of what I expected. Because it kind of looked like the rest of BioWare games. I think people just kind of put these weird expectations on things sometimes. Oh, you wind. Oh, okay. I thought you meant that you whined about Mass Effect. Because a lot of people did whine about Mass Effect. The new one. They whined about 3 and the new one. Settled by violence. The key to success. I don't know.
Look, guy, we have to stay strong.
Along this road.
If you don't stand with your fellow Canadians, then you are a rat. Don't call me a rat, buddy.
Here's the map.
I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. Let's give it up, guy. Don't call
There's
me your
something over
guy.
there.
I am
What's
not
that?
your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not
Someone's
your
coming from a
buddy,
garage
guy.
situated in the desert. Oh, Max is here. Max hype. Been playing it for years, eh? I 100%ed achievements. All of the... I don't remember if I did 100%ed Inquisition, or not Inquisition, the new Mass Effect Andromeda. But I 100%ed all the 3 main series games, and that takes a long time. Guy. All the thongs are on cooldown. After one Canadian conversation. All the thongs, eh? You wearing a thong?
Just be cool.
I think I
Okay,
bring new meaning
and-
to the word cool, honey.
Don't worry, there's lots of commands that never get used. There was a Eugene Levy one you just set off. Upon heading inside, you spot a gray-haired man. He's busy disassembling parts left and right while bobbing his head, drumming on whatever he's got his hand on to the rhythm only he can hear. We talk to him, shoot him, or leave the place. Well, we're a peaceful bunch. I am. Let's talk to him. Caesar looks up at your approach and says, "New face, welcome. What can I do you for?" Max sending the GIF What is that from anyway? Look pretty cool, the thong song. Oh, okay. At first, my first thought was David Lee Roth's California Girls. What I thought that might have been. But, I wasn't going right. Let me go over here, closer to the Mass Effect. Did you guys see America's new logo? No, I noticed it right away here. All the commands are on cooldown. Yeah, it's interesting whenever you see someone make a change, because then it's like they got a shave or something like that, Max points it out whenever I trim, or he trimmed recently. Give me a reason not to kill you. Let's talk biz. Talking business is easy. I run a chop shop here. Fix up armor. That's what I do best. Taking a look at the stuff you got outside. You could probably use some fixing. I'll fix it all up except for the big one. How does -15 sound for that lot? No questions asked on where it came from. We have chop shops? Chop shops? Really? I don't know if I really need to fix my armor because I don't think I've been in a battle yet, to be honest. Then do I even have 15 bucks? Oh, it's 15 screws they want. No deal, prepare to die. Kind of violent. Suit yourself. Goodbye then. Roll out. Quite a lot of sand. The other tiles have loads as well, but the area looks particularly sandy. Investigate the sand. It's coarse. Gets everywhere. Little Star Wars reference there, eh? I like that. I like Star Wars references. What's your favorite Star Wars quote? Come on, tell me. You guys must have a favorite Star Wars quote.
And when we win,
Lyndon, thank you for the host.
Supervisors of the year.
Lyndon, he's from the PEI. Else? Of course. Rough. And you. Back on the road. There's like a yellow dot. I'm gonna run out of gas or something. I guess I gotta watch for gas. A group of refugees seeking shelter within this destroyed city. They ask you to meet them in a nearby building. You know what I really liked back in the day? Doing adventures. I have like 180 of them or something like that. I still have them actually. I think I don't know if I put a picture of them on Instagram one time. I might have. But I even have the Choose Your Own Adventure, how to make a Choose Your Own Adventure guide. And that is like super rare. You had to actually order it in. They're having a contest. To make your own Choose Your Own Adventure, and then they would publish it for the winner. And so I was all into it, and I got this guide they sent out for free. I bet you that guide is like super rare. I don't know, I never looked it up, but I have a feeling that it's not too common these days. Choose Your Own Adventures are years and years. My collection is all the first edition of Choose Your Own Adventure too. They decided to republish their favorites to the same numbers here. So, like, you know, Cave of Time was #1 again, and then did, I don't know, whatever one next. And it's not necessarily matching, so it's kind of confusing. Because there's a couple holes in the collection. It's kind of confusing making sure I'm ordering them. Anyway, this is reminding me of Choose Your Adventure. For anybody watching to find out about the game. Seems interesting so far. I think it's got a little bit of choosing. That's what I'm talking about, Choose Your Own Adventures. And there's like some combat and stuff with cars and stuff like that. I don't know, kind of cool. It's Roguelike. Different game every time. You head over to the agreed upon position. Did you ever read Chosen Adventures, Howie? And meet a bedraggled bunch. No, I don't think I've ever seen the word bedraggled in a sentence. Looking bunch of survivors. They tell you they had a camp not too far from here, but were raided and chased out by a privateer leader that calls herself Rhiannon, Privateer Princess. We agree to find this Rhiannon or shoot them on the spot. Well, I mean, let's find her. They look significantly relieved when you agree to help. Promise you to reward you. They can safely return to their camp. Added the coordinates to your map. In case you're wondering about my fine reading. I do have a degree. Double majored in computer science and drama. So, I don't know if that helps. Probably not. I'm not really acting or kidding. Alright, I don't see anything on this dumb map. Where is it? Wants me to go that way? Oh, here we go. What's this say? Whilst making good time on the road, your scanner suddenly pick up several mines that have been placed on the road ahead. Going to have to try to evade. I don't know. Well, crap. Damn. Damn, Daniel. Gotta keep your eyes peeled for traps and raider territory. Right. Drive on the roads more anyway. Roads are cool, man. That thing. Anybody remember what that means? That's the camp, isn't it? I'm pointing that way. Sand, it's everywhere. That joke was better the first time, but you know, still, I do appreciate any Star Wars humor whenever it's injected. Anybody got any Star Wars jokes? What are you doing right now, Howie? Anything exciting? Max? Ginger? You guys were talking earlier. I get to ask you stuff. The signal appears to be coming from a massive old overgrown football stadium built in the middle of this desolate desert. Stadium looms over you, making you feel incredibly... Oh, you're just watching? Oh, okay. The stadium looms over you, making you feel incredibly insignificant. You know, football stadiums are pretty big. As you look up at the massive building, the local fauna has overtaken the majority of the stadium. Still looks stable. Upon heading inside, you see several statues of football players. Judging from their posture and size, you suspect they were local legends. Bullfrog, thank you for the 250. contributing towards that crystal filling up, and hopefully, I think there's only 20 hours left too. So this is like the last day or something. Or wait, I don't know. Maybe a little bit at the beginning of tomorrow's stream. Wait, no, that'd be 24 hours. 3 hours. Yeah, there's only 20 hours left. Math is math. Look at all them spaghetti monsters getting around. I guess it doesn't like you saying spaghetti, although I said sketty on purpose. I don't know. It seemed more fun. Holy cow, it's like a spaghetti shower. This is gonna get Max excited, you know, because that guy is all about eating meatballs. Seeing all these spaghetti monsters and all the meatballs, you know, is gonna get him hungry, and he's gonna run off and get meatballs, which I found out he gets from Costco. So he's got a lot of meatballs, because you don't go to Costco and buy a couple meatballs. No, Costco, get the industrial size. So I like buying toilet paper there, but I mean, it's been non-existent there. Wow. Well, maybe not now, but you have to wait in line. Let's wait in line, right? Look at that, still more spaghetti monsters. Getting somewhere with that crystal here. This is a big spark drop here today. Ribbity, ribbity, ribbity. Sorry, imitating the trademark patents. Very like that, right? Now next time I see you in your dream, you're gonna have to say good day, eh? Good day, eh, you hoser. Although I can't say that's like the same kind of trademark as your ribbity, ribbity, ribbity. You know, trademark that. You know, put it on the
Hold
list.
the world ransom for
2.35.
$1
Is that what's
million.
$1 million.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Maybe ask for more than $1 million.
We ask for more than $1 million. You know, I really enjoy hearing Mike Myers.
Justin Bieber. We didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it. There he is. Great haircut. Canadian boy from Stratford.
One of my favorite Canadian actors. Canadian weeb. Thank you for the host. By the way, if anybody's wondering about this game, it's called Convoy. A rogue-like tactical. Interesting. Nice and relaxing, you know. I can kind of not barely zoom in. Zone in. Zone in is the word. On heading inside, you see statues, local legends. Eventually you arrive at the vomitorium to the field. Looking inside, you can see the way to the center of the stadium is lined with balls and jerseys and spears. Max, your gaming, it's right up your alley. You know, they got football. Got all them sparks, that's right. Give us a good shot at filling that crystal. Got them sparks, feel free to use them. Muchly appreciated. You always can grow new sparks. Especially if you're a sub, you get 5 times the sparks. Something like that. Pretty sure that's what it said. Plus you get cool icons. Sparks, let's go! That's right. I gotta get the method down, right? Ribbity, ribbity, ribbity! Get some star hype. Got a mitten. Those are real, by the way. Not that sticker, but you know, in Canada, it was very popular during the Olympics to have the maple leaf on the mitten, the red mitten. We got some poutine. We got a leaf. We got my dog. You know, you're not going to see too many places with poutine stickers. Yeah. Have you ever had a poutine bullfrog? Because if you haven't, it's a must-do bucket list item. Go to Canada and have a poutine for anybody that hasn't had one. But we arrived at the vomitorium and there's balls and jerseys on spears. It's not a good thing probably, but check it out. And I'm not talking no A&W or McDonald's poutine either, which I heard McDonald's is actually having to go outside of Canada for their hamburger now, because all the plants shutting down here because of that. Ribbity, ribbity, ribbit. You know, there's probably a McDonald's somewhere that you know, is able to get it from Canada still for Canada, but those guys they consume a lot, you know, even during these times. As you pass the jerseys, you begin smelling rotting flesh. On closer inspection, they appear to have all rotting torsos inside them. Oh, nasty. You cringe, hold down your vomit. Good thing we're going to the vomitorium, eh? And keep walking towards the field. On reaching the middle of the field, you instantly feel a change in temperature and in a general feeling. Despite standing in the middle of the field of the enormous empty stadium, you have never felt more closed in. It's as if eyes are everywhere, staring at you, staring through you, burning you up. As you turn to leave, you see a shadow move. Okay. Shoot it, chase it, or run away. It doesn't tell us how big this shadow is. Maybe we should chase it. You know, maybe get some information or something. You fail to catch the shadow. It's too quick. The hallways get confusing. After hours of searching for an exit, you come out onto the field to find several rivals wearing football jerseys dead on the grass. Eventually, you reach your convoy and prepare to leave this place. Well, I mean, that was exciting, I guess. We should go to the base. There's a blue square there. Camp. You like my dramatic reading? You know, I actually auditioned. Got into a TV show with Thomas Cavanaugh. I was the bar drinker number 3. Dude beside me. It wasn't real beer, it was just ginger ale, you know. The dude beside me, he kept drinking his ginger ale. It's probably a nightmare for the continuity guys. Check the shop. Good. Buzzsaw. Got a buzzsaw. That's pretty cool. Could buy a buzzsaw for what? Spent $10 on something. Spent all my money on something. On a buzzsaw. Oh, I should have spent it on gas. Doing. How do you put it on the car again? Remember? The way I put it on the car. Right. We're gonna have to find some money. Otherwise our adventure is gonna be over. Let's go to the blue here. Oh, what's going on here? Realize this is a popular raider ambush site. As you spot several gruesome vehicles. What does a gruesome vehicle look like exactly? Max, I hope you got to hear the descriptions of some of that stuff in the football field, because I mean, it was right up your alley. I hope you weren't in the can or something, because I mean, you probably would have really enjoyed it. We're talking about all sorts of weird stuff. You know, like, you had balls on poles and I don't know, I can't remember what else. There's some other stuff. Holy crap, did you see that? Alright, I'm not very efficient at this, apparently. We're not doing great. Yeah, we're talking about meatballs too. Crap, let's get this guy moving. Oh, and that wouldn't mind. Go down here. Like a mine, dude. I guess that's what they're talking about, pushing people into it. Oh crap, I lost my car. Okay, that didn't go so well. What's the secret to this game? You gotta probably move your units faster, I imagine. That was nuts. Yeah, we saw meatballs. Like, there was a meatball fest here in Sparks.
Look, guy,
Bullfrog dropped like a
if you
ton
don't
of
stand with your
spaghetti
fellow
monsters.
Canadians, then you are a rat. Don't call me a rat, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy.
Buddy?
I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend,
That was
guy.
an easy, man.
Let's give it up, guy. Don't call me your guy. I'm not your guy, friend.
The next time I'm gonna
not
not
your
spend all my
friend,
money
buddy.
on
I'm not your buddy, guy.
crap. I probably will. Open up that map. What did you say oops about? Oops, you did it again. Gotta scroll up. Did I miss something? Okay guys, there's 20 hours left on the Spark, so it's probably the final stream for this crystal. If you got the Sparks, feel free to drop them and make my embers worth more. Raises their value a little bit. Timing with the chat. Oh. Convoy. Let me just move my camera around since I like being in that here. Find it rather comforting. Gillard. He's calling me his buddy, or he's calling somebody buddy. What's your favorite Star Wars line, guys? Guess what tone it is? What time it is? What Tate me? Luke, I am your stepfather. I like, you know, when Boba Fett wants him alive. Go this way and check out this yellow square. Alright, the signal appears to be Torvak Propaganda Tower. Promises a life of wealth and pleasure for any person who joins, directing them to seek out the nearest checkpoint. Alright, we shoot and destroy it. Dad, is that you? I like Ginger's quote was for car crash. Oh, okay. When I crashed, I see. Alright, what's going on here? Lie in wait for a potential ambush. There's no Torvak vehicles to be seen. Turns out the checkpoint was really harmless. All you managed to do is accomplish wasting fuel. Well, darn it. Alright, you guys. This is kind of Mad Max-ish. I mean, kind of cool that way. Do you like the new Mad Max? What? I wanted to look at both. Or this has an exclamation mark. That must mean good things, right? You are the scumbags that stole our food cubes. Know nothing about the food cubes. Look at their screens, eh? That's kind of cool. Oh crap, you're gonna run over that mine.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Roger that.
Look at this guy up here. Where you at though? Oh, there's death ahead.
Guns ready. Heading east. Going east. Target set. Roger that.
Shoot him!
Rolling.
Back up.
Not a problem.
I'm injured.
Moving.
Run into that.
Orders. Moving. Going east.
Crap, there's a big
Roger
bomb.
that. Moving. Affirmative. Roger that. Roger.
There we go, we got one of them. This is almost as strategic as NHL, eh? Just a newbie, thank you for the leaf. Got some loot. These are sad times when men are forced to violence due to hunger. I think once you got good at this game, it'd probably be pretty interesting. Well, here's another workshop. At the workshop, you find a mechanic working on a sports car. He's currently busy installing wet platforms. Mechanic notices your approach, wipes the sweat from her forehead, replacing it with grease, and explains. Flames. Looks good, doesn't it? Got more potential though if I could get the right parts. Yeah, some CCAs to install platforms I want. Grins widely extending her arms as she continues. Look, thing's pretty killing already, but it could be even better. Same way you get anything on this planet, godforsaken planet. Kill folks and take it. Nearby scummy patrols. Fix up your scanner. Detect ones that have CCA. Don't kill them too harshly. It might ruin the goods. Right. We got the information now. Probably go get some repairs though. Here's the camp. How's everyone doing? Good question. All is well. Shop, is there armor anywhere here that I can buy? Buy some gas and screws. Go. These things. EMP blaster. Repair drone. EMP blaster.
Typical Canadian hard ass.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. Hey, fellas, any chance you can come over to the house
You're
later
a
and
little
play some
preoccupied?
Sorry? Sure.
How about 9 o'clock?
Oh, 9
What
o'clock
are you
doesn't
doing?
work. Sorry about that.
All right, let's repair. Here we go. We're up for repaired. Something over there too. Repair drone. Got no monies. Xbox friends you haven't talked to in years. That's amazing. Good to have friends, right? You'd invited them to the stream. They're on the Xbox. They can come hang out. Okay, let's go check out this thing here in the city. Signal appears to be from a group seeking refugees. Over. Several of them. Uh-oh. It's a trap. You tried. Yeah, don't go into other people's streams and invite people in, but you know, or at least not publicly. Well, no, you wouldn't want to even do it privately. But I mean, if you know, like if as a mod you don't want to go into people's streams and say, hey, come visit my stream, but you know, like yesterday I whispered to Falcon, because you guys know each other, that you were close to your 100. You ever get the 100? But I didn't think he would mind. But I wasn't necessarily encouraging him to necessarily promote you either. It was totally fully his decision. Oh. But he got you a couple people though. Nice, congrats on the hunt. Prepare to fight. We look out. Vehicles here. move this middle guy?
Unit reporting. Ready to fire.
Get out of the way, dude.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Not a problem. Roger that. Not a problem. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Let's take care of that dude. Come on, shoot him. Shoot him down. Better watch ahead. Oh, this guy looks like he's playing with something here. Achievement! Friendly fire. Oh, there goes that car. Oh, there goes that car. Not good. Danger, Will Robinson. I can't shoot or anything. They did that earlier, apparently. The Blue Maple Leafs. My armor's down. Can we at least ram this dude? Well, crap. Killed 4 enemies. Man, if this is easy. So you get to unlock more eventually, though. Or MVP, BD pipes or whatever. All right, what are your guys' thoughts on this game? Anyway, you think it's kind of interesting? I think it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit hard, but you know, Max was saying he knew the secret to it. Or, he never told me the secret. That's why I keep dying. Right. Right, with a white flag hanging. When you get closer, you see that the car is riddled with bullets and scorch marks. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a bullet pings off the hood of your car. You hear 2 horrendous accents over speaker claiming they want Philip Davis to come out or they will kill everyone. What? Who's Philip Davis? Like a sponsor or something? You personally get out of your convoy and walk towards others where shots come from. Several more shots land around you as you keep walking. Once you're within 30 meters, 2 men stand behind the rocks. One is a short, fat black man, and the other is a taller white man. They seem to be around 50 and are wearing very poorly made suits. The men look very confused. You're not Philip. They whisper and argue between each other while you stand there. Do we shoot them, wait it out, or leave? This is wait it out. Finally, the would-be assassins ask you where Philip Davis is. You prepare to respond that you don't know. When another convoy passes yours, the assassins believe you're trying to distract them and they start shooting at you and the other convoy. Let's shoot them, I guess. Fire several shots, but they duck into cover. Evidently, they had their vehicle there, as well as you hear their engines starting up and soon see it racing after the convoy. Upon returning your convoy, give the order to chase down the assassins and the other convoy. The other convoy doesn't appear to have any weapons and is slowly being withered down. You get into range, the assassins suddenly switch targets.
Waiting orders. Moving. Roger. What can I do?
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Took care of the biz that time. I'm learning. Teflon John Don, thank you for that, host.
Hey. Roger.
Gotta get Laser Man here.
Ready and waiting. Locked on. Yes. Exterminate.
Crap, let's get you guys out of here.
Dusty and dirty.
Oh crap, my controller's turned off for a second.
Moving.
Crap.
Roger.
Well, darn it. It's like I didn't even have time to move that. I wonder if there's a way to escape. Way to pause. Wait, can we just exit? What? Gotta wait till we die? Well, at least I killed one of them. You don't put the vehicles in the same spot. We've learned that now. If I stun them in front of that thing, that would work good, actually. Crashed into the bridge or something. Need a skull right here. Where this dude is. See if we can crash him. It worked! Can you believe it? I think that'd be an achievement. So I have a feeling this guy's not moving. Okay, what do we need as a gun on this thing? Well, at least they're in the bad spot now.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Well, there we go. We got him. That we are protected at all now.
Justin Bieber, we didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it. There he is, great haircut, Canadian boy from Stratford.
Fly down the road here. We picked up tumbleweeds on the radar. Fluffy Canadian, thank you for that, host. Oh, we got lots of money. Plus we have no escorts, which is kind of crappy. An achievement. Stay a while. Kind of the hard route, I guess. You leave your convoy behind and head towards the town by foot. You come across a young girl with raven black hair and a dark complexion. Hi, I heard there's a traveler in town, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw you. My name is Nikki. What brings you here? Ah, that guy. He arrived at Shanty Sands not too long ago, claiming he wanted a quiet place to live. He spends most of his days indoors, but he keeps out of trouble, but we don't mind. You can find him over there. Knock on the door. What do you want? Compression coils, huh? I know about them. Worked on them loads when I worked for those Torvac bastards. Good luck getting them though. They'll never hand them over. However, I'd like some payback for what they did to me. I know where they manufacture compression coils. If we head over that facility and mess it up, I'd consider it even. Afterwards, I'll be able to salvage a compression coil easily to make sure you're able to use it. My name is Barry, by the way.
And when we
Nice
win,
to meet you,
we're gonna
Barry.
be supervisors of the year.
So are you in or not? Very well. This isn't going to go well. We don't have any escort cars. You never knew. Thank you for that, host. The two of you head back to your convoy. Barry appears revitalized, eager to dispense his idea of justice. He enters the Corvette of the Torvac compression coil facility into your navigation computer. Excuse me. I don't know, this sounds like a bad idea, dudes. We don't have any extra cars. And your engineers start to investigate the large black slab. What are the dimensions? 1 to 4 to 9. One of your engineers suggests maybe more proportions if we're able to look at it in more than 3 spatial dimensions. Aside from the occasional radio transmission which caused you to find it in the first place, your engineers discover it exhibits strong magnetic fields. Suddenly, the slab changes its behavior. It starts emitting a series of sounds converted coordinates on Omek Prime. Right, using this data, you'll be able to easily dispatch it. Hasn't finished transporting, keeps emitting various sounds. Hidden stash, nice. Record that data. Alright, we got all the data. Observe. Check it out. Keeping a close eye from a distance, you spot a little figure harassing your vehicles, or their vehicles. Seemingly blinking out of existence only to reappear sometime later. They seem The Torvac patrol is slowly whittled down. Eventually, the figure has managed to destroy all the Torvac vehicles. It looks up your convoy, considers you briefly, then suddenly blinks out of existence. Found some loot. Heavy pulse laser. Sounds awesome. Need to find a garage here. The garage. Got a cannon.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
We're supervisors of the year. Damage per second is 7. Guess we'll take that. Let's see if we can shop. We're almost out of gas. Buzzsaw. Healed. The other ones. I don't know. Dear family, thank you for that host. No, I don't think we got any ammo for these. Right. I think that this just wants me to put it here because it's for the mini cars. Fortunately. I guess the darker it is, the more heavy populated it is, probably. I could almost buy some weapons. Here's the plan. If we head out to attack them now as a distraction, I'll sneak behind while they're distracted and sabotage their production line, causing the whole thing to go up in flames. We trade Barry for compression coil? Anybody care? Don't care about Barry? Whenever I think of Barry, I think of that guy in Archer, who's his enemy. I don't know, do you guys remember Barry at all? He's a pretty interesting character, actually. Be nice if we could figure out how to add weapons, though, wouldn't it? Alright, we're trading Barry. Any objections? Any of my mods here today? You guys have any opinions? Let's see some green, man.
And when we win, we're going to be
Zoo
supervisors of the
Gaming.
year.
Thank you for the host. There's some green. Already traded Barry. He's like, what the hell, man? You try not to think of them, what they'll do as you load up the compression coil. Poor Barry. Barry's dead because of you. We gotta drive 99 clicks. Care about the sand. You remember Barry from Archer? A lot faster to drive on the road. And it's everywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, crate delivered. That was good. Wasn't that far? You playing a game at the same time here? What are you guys doing anyway? I'd like to know, man. Find out what's happening in the world. I'm gonna run out of gas. Fuck. To radio them. I got no money. I think it's game over, man. Game over. Till they die or something. Oh, they're setting up long range artillery.
Jelly donut coming.
Hungry Howie with the Bean Boozle challenge. I don't know if nobody ever says what they're doing. You're doing something. Doing, man. Blue. That's Barry. Actually,
And when we win, we're going to
Fill
be
your beans. Thank you for
supervisors
the
of
host.
year.
Fill your beans. Awesome name. Ready to engage my foes? You mean with my no weapons at all? Have to wait till they run into a wall? It's like a fair fight. I think they're getting me back to civilization. Oh, it was lined up. Darn it. This guy is... Oh crap, I didn't get him on time. Oh, I hit him with the shocker, but it didn't work. Oh crap! My monitor. The shocker.
And when we win, we're
What
going
are
to
you
be
playing
supervisors
today,
of the year.
Max? You guys have any suggestions of things you want to chat about? Feel free to shoot, man. Oh, hockey, eh? Grimfather! Thank you for the host. You scored? Well, that's good. Is Howie playing hockey with you, or you doing something else? Gillard and Axe? Oh, okay. That Gillard, you know, he comes in here and 2 words and then he disappears. Troublemaker. Then everybody gets quiet. They're all playing hockey, darn it. Game, I guess. Get the backup units. Hey, there's some more choices here. wonder if these ones are better. Those ones. Unit 1. You're getting better? Oh. Right. Light machine gun. Cannon. Or what's this one here? Light laser. Heavy machine gun. What do you think is better? Light machine gun and like which one? Light laser? Heavy machine gun? Or cannon? The heavy machine gun?
And when we win, we're going to be
Mr. Mikey,
supervisors of the
thank you for
year.
the host. Only one choice of car there still. So you're saying you knew the secret to this. What's the secret? Like I'm playing on easy. Getting slaughtered. This is it, ready? Alright, I'm ready. For the secret. Oops, I just stunned my own vehicle. Isn't it? Is that the secret? Need 300 support. Doesn't sound like it's the real secret.
Not a problem.
Hey. Definitely.
You know what time it is now? Time to someone to tell me what time it is.
Captain. Roger that.
There we go. We're gonna go on a line. And open the
Jelly
map.
donut coming.
Trust me,
Time
whatever
for
you're
a jelly
doing, it's
donut?
working. It is working.
It is working. It is working. What are you doing tonight there, Black Falcon? Anything interesting? There's the secret, is to eat a bean boozle. That's the actual secret. Although it's quite relieving. Get some feedback. Hockey. In the Premier Hockey Hub here. Brown. Could be dog food. Could be chocolate pudding. No, chocolate pudding. What is that? Lucky run, eh? They were good. I went to Superstore today. Pulling out all my good stories, you know, to keep you guys entertained here. So we gotta probably set a goal here. Let's go get the flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is 198 away. Compression coil is 200 away. 167 for that. Kilometers away for Spaceship Mercury. This is where I came from. 219 kilometers. 53 kilometers for
And when
that.
we win, we're going to be supervisors of the
The
year.
flux capacitor is only 200. Viper 1965, thank you for that host. Oh, we gotta go this way. Directs. You pass many rocky cliffs while traveling through the desert. A great deal of wrecks litter the cliff sides and natural inclines. They look pretty damaged. Most of the time the vehicles are too damaged to be of use, but you manage to find one that's in slightly better shape. Inside you find some dog tags with the name Chillax written on them. Whilst among the debris you find light pulsed laser. Yes. Who doesn't want a light pulse laser? Alright, we're gonna have to go through this yellow thing. You are being followed by some privateers. They demand you give them -50 or they open fire. I'm gonna fight them, man. Hopefully there's not 100 of them. Crap of mine.
Rolling.
Need to be able to repair armor. I think that would make it easy. I got no armor.
Ready. Not a problem.
And they take the worst route. Well, I guess because these aren't very maneuverable, but
Target locked on.
I'll just wind up slowly dying if I don't more aggressive.
Target locked on. Target acquired.
Use that EMP to wear them out. Ballistic computer. The seahorse should be around here. After some time, you find the tea house you're looking for. A large neon sign sits above the entrance, depicting a woman daintily sipping from a teacup. Some sleazy-looking men wearing smart casual apparel and a variety of hats hang around the entrance. His furniture shaped as scantily clad men and women, teacups and saucers strategically placed to cover their naughty bits. Loads of people in various states of intoxication are sprawled across the floor, tables and stools. They're clearly serving high tea. A youthful looking man with almost cherubic features glares at you from across the room. Hi, hi, hi there. At last we meet. My name is Andy. My brave crew tell me you lead that convoy and are in need of a hyperdrive stabilizer. I can help you. It's been a while since I've seen some lashings of the old rough and tumble, which is where you come in. You can provide me with the excitement and joy of combat. I'd be happy to give you a hyperdrive stabilizer in return, and consider myself somewhat of a lawkeeper. So let's dish out some justice. Wonderful. Let us traverse the wicked wastelands and kill us some evildoers. Can't wait to see you in action. Brace yourselves, Omek Prime. Storm is brewing. Andy follows you back to your convoy, where he hops on happily and starts entering coordinates into your map. There's a checkpoint nearby area rumored to perform experiments on the local population. Ooh. Max didn't react to the naughty bits part. I'm disappointed in him. Fight him. Come to my other car. Oh crap, he drove right into a thing. That. Well, that's kind of lame. We are unarmed again. I make him hit that thing? No. Or we can hold on. Oh. Hey Axbing, how are you today? Welcome. Heard you guys were getting some dubs in hockey. Game is a tough game, I tell ya. It's like roguelike, and it's very challenging even on easy. I didn't find that car to be particularly helpful, so I'm going to try that other unit. See, this says easy. I don't know. Ginger's been watching. I wonder if she finds it that it'd be. Mike Prime. 151 clicks. 60 clicks. 80 clicks. Did that one, I guess. Strange ticking noise comes from one of your vehicles. Check it out, it seems to be a fuel pressure. Or better fix it. I kind of want you to do these things though. While nearing the signal, you see a metallic figure trudging through the sand. As you approach it, clear the figure is of Torvac design. Some sort of metal man. It must have sustained a lot of damage as most of the inner circuitry is exposed. Cracking voice emerges from its mouthpiece. I've come to help you with your problems. Can you help? Which is violent, emits error, wrong response. Rebooting query, I've come to help you with your problems. I am the modern man. Self-destructs, damaging your convoy. Don't find anything of value. Wow, turkey, eh? This will destroy it for crap. Hey, pizza, how are you? More pizza. You ever played this game by chance? Challenging game, I tell you. These rogue games are kind of interesting. You arrive in a small, decrepit hamlet. Assuming the information your crew member overheard is accurate, Eos should be around here. You head across a tramp stumbling across the street loudly, singing a song about the fair city where the girls are pretty.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Waffle Valley. Thank you for that, host. Hungry Howie. Do you know more pizza? Head over to the tramp, I guess. Tramp looks at you fearfully, exclaiming, well, go on then, have at me with your biscuits. And Rosie Lee, don't want to live anyway, not in a ruined world like this where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's the tea house where Andy and his brew crew hang out. Why anybody in their right mind would want to go there is beyond me. Points you in the direction. You like pizza? I like pizza too. After some time, you find the tea horse house you're looking for. A large neon sign sits on top of the entrance, depicting a woman daintily sipping on from the teacup. Very sleepy man looking smart casual apparel and a variety of hats. These are on the entrance. Furniture shaped as scantily clad men and women, teacups and saucers strategically placed to cover their naughty bits. Loads of people in various states of intoxication are sprawled across the floor. Tables and stools, they are clearly serving high tea. Youthful looking man stares at you across the room. Can I help you? Maybe I should threaten him. Well, that's wonderful. You definitely stir the pot. While I applaud your enthusiasm, kill me now, you'll never find the hyperdrive stabilizer. However, I like your thinking. If you want to fight me head on, that can be arranged. Me and my brew crew have a private squad just outside of town. Defeat us, you'll get the hyperdrive stabilizer. Sounds good, right? Feel obliged to warn you that my private squadron is not to be trifled with. I do like to keep the peace, so unless you're really sure. Alright, let's team up then. Kill us some evildoers. Brace yourself. Omek Prime. A storm is brewing. And he follows you back to your convoy, where he hops on happily and starts entering coordinates into your map. Right, where does he want to go? Guess he wants to go this way. That's the arrow.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Alright, let's fight him. Sarah Bean, thank you for the host.
Yes, Captain? Roger. Yeah?
Yes, Captain.
Man, if I can get that shield back on time, I can kill that top guy.
Yes? Attacking. Roger.
Yep.
Let me help. Let's go.
Let me out. Burn rubber.
There we go. You see that strategy? That was something that time. Although I don't know if that other guy was with me with his crew. He helped me. Over here, I guess. Before you have a chance, kill the radar. You managed to activate the vehicle's self-destruct function. Getting them.
Roger. Roll out.
What can I do? Definitely. Running and gunning. Exterminate.
And that's my world record for killing these dudes now. Well, you don't seem to get a lot of reward for beating them. Need somewhere to repair my vehicle. Go 100 kilometers. There it is. There's a repair car over there. Got a hat trick, nice. How do I repair my darn car, Max? I'm gonna die. Buzzsaw, chainsaw, heavy artillery. By gas. How to get over to that one.
Jelly donut coming.
Is that your hat trick celebration? How much time does it say I've left on my crystal now? Secret lies within the game. Like James and the Giant Beanstalk. Oh, look, another blue one. They're going like... I don't see any more blue ones. There's toothpaste though. There's your bad flavor. How much time though is left on it? Did we ever reach the second highest Ember goal? We did, right? Not sure actually how many embers are counting on this crystal.
Justin Bieber, we didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it. There he is, great
close,
haircut,
though,
Canadian boy from Stratford.
29 mil, or we got 30 mil out of 35. You know, we're getting close to that max. We need to get some more people in our community. I think that will drop in sparks kind of people. And there's lots of people watching, but they not dropping the sparks. If you're watching, dropping them sparks will help. Be awesome. Get sparks for just watching. A great deal. We can make up good jokes for you if you want. Max will talk to you. Howie will talk to you. Whoever's around. They'll help me figure out how to repair my stupid car. Not really 100% sure, to be honest. This is where you buy gas up there. We gotta do it from this screen. Maybe here's the thing, eh? At least it's not that much money to repair the car. Oh, this one needs lots of repairing too. Although I think we found out a big thing here. Don't know. Hungry Howie, I thought you knew everything. Well, it looks like I figured it out. So when you're on this screen, press the bumper, and then it gives you that bar. You press Y. So our brains combined, we did it, guys. We're in luck. We gotta buy fuel. We got like 35 gas, you know. Wonder if they charge carbon tax here. Apparently not. So I watched some more Brooklyn 99 the other day. Alright, we used up all our money on gas. Hopefully we don't have any issues.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Go there, I guess. Come across KJL Trading Cavern. Let's ignore them. You're gonna host and ghost? Well, thank you so much, BJCL. Nice seeing you. For 40, 30, 20. 10 clicks. These cyborg freaks can't be trusted. They kidnapped a woman named Elizabeth. What's the plan? Radio them and negotiate her release? Or feign ignorance and get them to attack us, weaken their forces without making it apparent? We're here for Elizabeth. Thank you for the host, Howie. What do you think of this game, Howie? Is this kind of look interesting to you or not? What about Max or anybody else? You know, anybody? I'm kind of curious every time I play these different games. They're all a little bit different, you know? I mean, they're kind of interesting in their own ways, of course, all of them. But I mean, you know, it's kind of neat to see, because this one's not like a turn-based game, right? Kind of got that oozy feel. It's rogue, so it's different every time. So it's got playability. I think once you get into it, it's probably pretty interesting for a lot of people. I don't know about watching it, but I don't know. It's hard when this kind of game is, because the chat isn't really too heavy tonight. But as far as it goes, I don't know. I think it's an alright game. Look at that, you spelled decent the cool way. DJ coming through. For CJ. CJ does the fam love. That's his favorite thing, you know. He likes doing the fam love. He was explaining that to me one day. what that's about. He has shirts that say fam on them too. My shirts say live from Canada. So I don't know, what's the best radio them? I don't know what I've got to trade. I don't really have anything to trade. You have the Fam Love logo in the works. Nice. Good. Lots of working away and doing stuff with collaboration today. You know, had to work with several different employees at my workplace. So I'm playing this game called Convoy. Roguelike tactical game it's called. Interesting. Trying to decide whether I should surprise them or just attack. Korvacs aren't good guys anyway. Approach the checkpoint. Suddenly hear a commanding voice boom from the speakers. You're trespassing, leave this area or you shall be spared. So we're gonna help Andy out here. Got the dudes.
Just be cool.
Definitely.
I think I bring new meaning to the word cool, honey.
Like, doesn't hit the grenades.
Burn and rock. Definitely.
Roger.
Really slow at maneuvering them though.
Definitely.
Hit them with the EMP. You miss games like this? It's actually a pretty reasonably priced game too, which is nice. It is a little bit different.
I've got him in my sights.
Yes? Roger.
Go with the EMP. Crap, I shut him down the wrong spot. Hoping I get him with that EMP.
Going east. Roll out.
Let me help. Roger.
Back button by accident learning to work the keyboard. Oh.
Roger. Roger.
Not very efficiently fighting them.
Let's go.
And when we win, we're gonna be supervisors of the year.
Running and
Ah, crap, he moved right when I was trying to stun him.
What can I do?
Doc Holiday, thank you for that toast. It's a hard encounter. Get that guy down though. There we go. Scare him.
Hi. Definitely. Roger.
This would be a lot easier with a mouse, though. I have to say. I'm having a little bit of control problems.
Yes, Captain.
Hey, Roger.
There's that car right away. Ooh, that was close, except I got barely any money out of it. They won't be having any security to protect their prisoners now. Retrieving Elizabeth will be a walk in the park. Leaves towards the checkpoint and soon returns with a woman who identifies herself as Elizabeth. Thank you for your troubles. Afraid not, my friend. Squad of murders raiders been active in the area. They have recently attacked the village. We shall travel there and see if we can find any information regarding their whereabouts. They need to pay for their crimes. I don't know, I almost died doing this one. Once your little middle convoy gets damaged up. Get to this camp. Get some repairs then. Up to my third car. I didn't see that other car blow up. Must have blew up right at the end. Got a mine guard. Crap, crap.
What can I do? Going east. Lock and load.
The guys I'm with are kind of useless. Like stunning the crap out of him.
Running and gunning.
Pretend that thing fills up on the bottom. I gotta stun him again.
Shooting the enemy.
And when we win, we're gonna be supervisors of the year.
Roll out.
As long as I don't run into a wall. Vengeful War Song, thank you for that host. What's up, buddy? Got him down there. No, no, oh, that. Oh no, I ran right into the wall.
And when we win, we're gonna be supervisors of the year.
FPSM Vibes, thank you for the host. Hey Ian Hub, how are you? I just ran my guy into a wall, that sucks.
Okay, everyone ready?
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Stand
My guy's done. This is like a rogue, like Mad Max kind of game.
Okay, be seated.
And when we win,
Pinnacle Miller,
we're gonna
thank you
be
for the host.
supervisors of the year.
There's a bunch of people here in chat that are playing hockey at the same time.
And when we win,
So you gotta say
we're gonna be
something like
supervisors of the
Toronto.
year.
Oh crap! Then that draws their attention. When you say the Maple Leafs, like a magic word. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I just know there's a group of people, like my mods, are playing hockey. This game is like super hard, by the way. I think it'd be a lot better with a mouse, if I was honest. I want easy. I shouldn't get killed like that. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just like a lot harder than I would expect for easy. See, it's on easy. And I've been able to like collect.
We're gonna be supervisors of the year.
Like one thing, you know?
Unit reporting. Not a
And
problem.
then I kind of have a hard time aiming the characters.
Moving.
Aldris, thank you for that host. Ian, thank you for that doggo. So, what you gotta do is you gotta collect basically these 5 parts. You gotta get that one last. And then that one's 300 kilometers away. 300, 350. Extremely cool with this big spark drop, 250. We're on that countdown now, so much appreciated. Maybe we might hit the goal.
If you don't stand with
Hopefully,
your fellow Canadians, then you are a rat. Don't
that'll
call me a
definitely
rat, buddy.
help.
I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy,
Save the
friend.
Wolverine.
I'm
Well,
not
thank you
your
so much.
friend, guy.
Supervisors of the
Nolan
year.
Barley, thank you for that host.
Don't call me your guy. I am not your guy,
Yeah,
friend.
the
I'm not your
I
friend,
think we're on that
buddy.
last day,
I'm not
right?
your buddy, guy.
Oh. What the heck? All these things are so far away. This game is roguelike too, so it's like, you know, you're not really sure where you're going. Different every time. Oh, it's only 195 there. 125. 78. Go after that one. On the little blue car. $78 kilometers to go. I'm in 4-pack territory now by the blue. Oh crap. I'm in a fight. The heck? Half killed my vehicle.
Orders. Target acquired. Orders. Going east. Target acquired.
See, when you move your car out, you gotta be careful not to have a skull kill your guy.
Affirmative.
Kind of stunning him. Oh, I got that guy killed.
Heading
This
east.
guy out of the way so he doesn't get killed by a thingamabobber.
Roger that. Reporting. Moving.
So you try to aim and then and you drive yourself into a wall by accident. Sucked.
Roger.
They drove themselves into a wall there.
Target locked on.
Now if we can stun that guy into a wall, that'd be awesome. I don't know why my guy drove into a wall there, that was weird. See, that sucks. Right off the bat, losing one of my cars. What if you ever get more cars? Alright, sandblasted buildings loom eerily above the dust-covered streets. The flourishing mining town must have been quickly abandoned when the earth started belching toxic fumes due to reckless mining. You roll up your windows to avoid pungent gas from entering the cabin. Guess we're attacking the raiders. Did my car survive
Vehicle
this?
reporting. You good? Guns ready.
Kind of reducing the damage by EMPing them. Do we get to survive this encounter? I don't know. It'll be pretty close there. That did pretty damaged. Crap!
And when we win, we're gonna be supervisors of the year.
Wormhole Willie. Thank you for that, host. Man, and that's easy. Oops, I'm doing the tutorial again. I don't really want to do the tutorial. Alright. Example where I can hit my start button. Alright. Oh, it's just you start with less money and gas. Start with no repairs. The difference.
Reporting. Moving out. Orders.
X-Ming! Go after compression gel. $167. These don't seem like that far when you think about it, but 51, 2.5 hour drive. Guess we're talking about driving across the wasteland, you know. They have random encounters throughout. Prepare for annihilation. I think maybe you want to go in less fights as possible, eh? The fights are pretty damaging.
And when we win, we're going to be supervisors of the year.
Pretty far away there for old Andy. EC, thank you for that host. Brawlhalla. All right, you guys.
Standing by.
Got 3 cars now.
Target set. Here we go. Standing by.
No, we don't. We have 2 cars.
Affirmative. Ready. Affirmative. Locked on. Reporting. Locked on.
If this was on a mouse, I think it'd be so much easier.
Orders. Locked on. Target. You got it.
I think the machine gun, the heavy machine gun's probably better. I think you gotta go into repairs a lot. Look. Can I camp here? Repairs? Can. Both vehicles seem to be in okay shape. Oh, this guy needs repairs though. I need gas. But all my gas doesn't give you a lot of money. I think for easy they should go a little bit easier on you. Okay, I have 30 screws. That guy. Run him into the wall. Don't run up there into the wall. Crap, I should have got the other guy who ran into the wall. You gotta make sure it's that red arrow within range. I don't think they're attacking.
Locked on.
Oh, crap. They're so slow getting out of the way of stuff. I'll lose my convoy again.
Justin Bieber, we didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it. There he is, great haircut, Canadian boy from Stratford.
Like one hit away from killing the convoy. Well, this time they didn't force me to go to that other spot. Charging didn't work. I'm dead. Crap. Canadian Wave, thank you for that, host. Alright, well, I think they're gonna work tomorrow. It's a good time to end off rather than starting the mission again. I'm gonna switch over to the end screen and roll my credits. Rabid, thank you for that, host. If you haven't followed yet, be appreciated if you did so. We play different games every day here as far as I'm a variety streamer. So tonight happens to be developer code supplied games. So they supplied me the code, I'm not paid to play it. And basically I'd give it a try on whatever game I happen to get. So tonight was Convoy, which is, well, it's kind of an interesting game. It's really tough, but it's interesting.
Okay, everyone ready?
Warbling, thank you for that follow. Here's the social media too, if you're interested in that. So in different games I play different days I play different games. So it's basically something different every day. So feel free to check in every day. Some days are definitely more hopping in terms of the chat than other days, but I play hockey on Fridays, I play Minecraft on Saturdays and Tuesdays, I play Civilization on Sundays. And you know, if you ever have any questions about anything, you want, you know, advice or whatever, you know, I don't know, certainly chat with whatever you want to talk about. As long as it's not negative stuff, of course. I mean, no one wants to you know, bring anybody down. But as far as it goes, I'm happy to chat with whatever, and you know, you're hanging out with me is awesome. That's whether you're chatting, whether you're lurking, watching, you know. Some people I know for sure are playing some games at the same time while they listen to me like a radio. It's actually pretty common, so you know, feel free to join in on that. There is, thank you for that, host.
Supervisors of the year.
But yeah, as far as it goes, I mean, I'm up to visit with anybody who wants to visit, and I do play different games all the time, but you know, if you're not enjoying a particular game, you know, the next day it might be a totally different game, so don't let that set you off. I know sometimes one of the kids might follow during Minecraft and then they see me playing a game like this and like, ooh, it was no good. Anyway, I roll credits at the end of the screen. If you want to get into the credits, hit that follow button, and of course feel free to check out that social media as mentioned. Let's see who our top chatters are. Developer code supplied games aren't quite as chatty as some days, but you know, as long as I provide a relaxing radio for you, that's the main thing, right? Any kind of entertainment is good entertainment. All right, for top chatters today, Black Falcon with 96 messages. He even out-talked me, which, you know, I wasn't really talking, but my bot. Ginger, Bullfrog, DJ, America, Gillard, Ian, Extremely Cole, Max, Howie, adding up for 76. Top Sparks not including the mix play bar. Bullfrog, Cole, Howie, Falcon, Spice, Ginger, that is, Ian, Yora, Justin Oofy, and FPSM. We got the Poutine edging out the Star Hype today, and the Maple Leaf, Blue Maple Leaf, winning today ahead of Dead Mouse. New followers and 2 new followers today. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much. It is muchly appreciated. And we had 43 hosts today. There they are. Thank you so much for hosting. Appreciate everybody, and thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. And for the mods, thank you for modding. Have a good night, everybody.